Welcome back, my friends. So, I have found the last two 10cc albums, but they're on CDs. So, we're going to talk about uh, Windows in the Jungle by 10cc, and this came out in 1983. Now, this isn't, I wouldn't rate this as not one of the best. It's there are some very weak songs on it. So let's go for the running list, the tracks. So the first track is 24 Hours. Feel My Love, something. Yes, I Am. American Panama. Window of Light, Food for Thought, Working Girl, and Taxi. So, this album was their weakest album. The thing is, you cannot get this in vinyl, because I think this wasn't a very good album, because the songs aren't really brilliant, you know. The one song that I would rate the worst is Food for Thought, and most of the songs was written by and directed by Eric Stewart and Graham Coleman, engineered by Eric, and the lineup was Eric, lead vocals, lead guitar, keyboards and percussion. Graham Coleman was on backing vocals, bass, rhythm guitar, acoustic guitar, I think. I can't. The problem with this, it's so small, you know. Stephen Gaff was on drums, percussion. Simon Phillips was on drums. Rick Fern was on lead vocals, guitar, and acoustic guitar. Stuart Fane, lead vocals, percussion, mandolin, drums, or on the one with the star. Vic Evanson on the keyboards. Mike Timson on keyboard, and Mick Collins on sax. And this is one of their weakest albums, and I don't know if you can see I think it's very faint. I don't know if the camera can pick up the writing on there, because it's so small, and that even I had to struggle to read it. Now, they are the songs are so. Love, Feel the Love there was certain songs that they sort of trying to replicate the Dreadlock Holiday reggae sound, but these was very. Oh, that's just the CD. If I put the cover in, the booklet back on in there, and I can show you. This album wasn't their best album. This was made in 83, and I don't rate this, I would give this overall a 7 out of 10. 24, 4 out of 10. Love I Feel, about 5. Yes I Am, 4. American Pie, 6. I quite like that. City Lights, a 5. Food for Thought, that's got to be a 3. Working Girl, 5. Taxi, um, 3 as well. But overall, I'm not really impressed. This is one of their weakest albums overall, and that, considering the success they had with the other albums, this is their weakest, and I think this was one of their worst. Okay, it reached number 21, but it wasn't. Comparing to another albums and that, I rate this not very, not very good. It's all right. It's mediocre, but it's not one of their best albums and that. And I think they was losing it with the style of this album and that. You could see it was, it was sort of coming to a era where they was getting lost, and because the 2 songs what was singles was 24, and I don't think that made the top 40, and I think Taxi was released as a single, but I mean both of them didn't really make the UK charts. And this one is I would say it's a disappointing album, Window in the Jungle. It starts off like the sound of the jungle, and at the end it finishes the way it starts, with the jungle sound and that. But overall, I like it, but I wouldn't rate it one of the top ones of their overall, their history and that. This one is a very weak album. Well, CD, because it's the album version. You cannot find copies of the album, but this is the CD and that, and this is one of the final ones. But I've got one more to talk about, and that being the next one, and then I've got their greatest hits where I will do a chat and listen to that. But I've just listened to these, and some of the songs are mediocre, some songs are very weak and that, and it's not one of their best, in my opinion. And for that, I'll say a fond farewell. And if you can find, listen to this on the usual streaming channels and that. But personally, it's not one of their best, in my opinion. And I've listened to quite a lot of 10cc's albums over the years and that, and CDs and that. And this is what is the one what lets them down. And I think it was coming to a point where they was losing their way and that, and they was coming to like their end of the era. And this is my look of a Window in the Jungle by 10cc. And if you enjoy this little chat, and you want to put a comment, and what do you think about the album? What's your rating and your opinion? I would like to hear from you. And whenever you watch this, morning, noon and night, I hope you are safe and well, and take care of yourselves. And I wish you a fond farewell for now, and I'll catch you on the flip side.